Can you see that? I'm angry.
My name is Ray Daniel. I'm a crazy motherfucker. I get so wasted on TV. I knew this motherfucker since second grade. He's a fucking crazy insane bitch. And he's great. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. I fucked up. We're good. One. We'll start from the beginning again with these ones. My name is Ray Daniel, and I think I'm really crazy. I'm into Star Wars, and sometimes when I drink Cuervo, I get lazy. I'm on TV every night. It feels good when I get drunk and pick a fight with these motherfuckers on TV trying to be politically correct. But I'm saying I did too much acid and my brain is fried. My brain is fried. They say, call Ray. Call Ray. Call Ray. Crazy. Call Ray. Call Ray. Call Ray. Call me crazy. 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 Call me crazy.
What up, Tucson, Arizona? I'm back here once again on live TV, and even here as I sit, I cannot believe I'm back on the air. The Call Me Crazy Show back on the air. Here we go. The Call Me Crazy Show, right to the Call Me Crazy Show, P.O. Box 86233, Tucson, Arizona, 857546233, or you can email me at PondoCP. I'm having a little trouble here. CP@AOL.com at http://members.AOL.com. PondoCP/Pondo.cp.html, people, and I got through that first little part on my own. Alright, people, here we go. We're going to go off on a little journey that I gone through the whole day. It's been a long, tough day, but I'm here. It's March 11th. And here we go. These are the little subjects I had in my mind all this time that I've been cooped up. I've been gone away for 6 months, people. Can you believe that? Is that right? 6 months? I've been away for 6 months.
And this is episode 20.
Episode 20, people. Can you believe that? I'd like to thank Marty Catola, my producer of the Call Me Crazy show. I'd like to thank my woman, Diana. Diana, I love you very much. And to all my friends and to all my homie brothers over at the ZBT House who helped me out a lot and give me a lot of help and support. I love you guys. ZBT House. Yeah, ZBT. First thing on my mind, people, that's been a lot on my mind, I've been watching The Sopranos lately on HBO. If you have HBO, check out The Sopranos. I love that show. That show is so awesome. It's the best thing to hit TV since Schoolhouse Rock hit the airwaves in '73.
I heard it'll be on DVD in the fall.
Awesome. You hear that, people? Sopranos on DVD. One of my favorite shows. The thing I like about The Sopranos is the leader, Tony. He's awesome. I love that guy. The best villain, good guy I ever seen. Next thing I want to talk about, X-Men movie. A lot of people have been talking about X-Men movie. I haven't seen anything about it. I haven't heard of any picture. Oh, well, here we go, people. We might have a trailer for you guys later on today. X-Men, I didn't know about it, but we'll show it to you here on the Call Me Crazy show. X-Men trailer. Okay, another thing I want to go off onto is movies. Is Jim Carrey going to be playing the Grinch and the Grinch Who Stole Christmas. Be out this Christmas, and it looks awesome from what I've seen. I saw Scream 3 over this past couple weeks. I liked it, but not as good as the first and not as good as the second. But the ending of Scream 3 killed me. I liked it. Could have been a little more gorier for my taste to remind us how trilogies always end in a blood splattering death scenes, but that wasn't too death splattering. And talking about death, as you all know out there in TV land, a little boy took a gun to school, shot a little girl in the arm and through her heart and killed her in the classroom, in front of the teacher, in front of the whole class. And to me, people, that gets the worst part of the American education system in the U.S. It just goes to show you that the teachers, professor, administrator, principal, they have no clue to what's going on to every single kid's needs in the public school system. That's where it all breaks down, and it's sad. It kills me because I was in kindergarten a long time ago, and I never even thought about taking a gun to school, let alone kill a little girl with a gun in front of everybody else. Either that, and he might have been on drugs. I don't know what the hell happened. That's just too bad. I'm sorry. Okay, here's a little true story. True story. A couple days ago in the newspaper came out. A 20-year-old woman in the East Coast, fed up with taking care of a newborn baby girl that she had, only a month-old baby girl, went into the kitchen and put the baby in the microwave and set the microwave on for 5 minutes and baked the girl from inside out. And that, people, is a true story. You heard me say it. A woman put her baby in the microwave and nuked it and killed the baby for 5 minutes in the microwave. A newborn baby. How about that for fucking evil, lying sack of shit bitch? I hope you rot in hell, whoever the fuck the mother was. No good for nothing whore. You don't put your child in the microwave and kill the baby by baking the baby in the microwave. You're so fucked up, you should die. You will have your day in judgment, woman. Damn ass bitch. Killing a baby like that in a microwave. Can't believe that. A couple days ago, John McCain quit the campaign. He suspended, quote unquote, the campaign, either meaning that he's in or out. And for all we know, that he might be in a couple months, 2 months. He might just be gathering some money. But I hope he pulls through. I don't know who will win. I really don't care who anybody who wins, other than George Bush. But I'll get to that later on. John McCain, I hope you come back. And I only want you to come back because you're an Arizonian, and I love that. And for all you people out there, it's going to be a weird season for us. Call me crazy. It'll be a presidential election year, so we're going to do a little thing. Every episode we'll talk shit about the whole presidential campaign bullshit that happens around 4 years, every 4 years. Vote is not for you who you vote for, it's for who you vote against, people. Vote against. When you're voting, don't vote for the person you like. Vote for the person that you don't want in the fucking place. If I said that wrong, if I did. Alright, I'm gonna get that part. George Bush Jr., the son of George Bush, the president, I hope he rots in hell. He's a very evil man. Very evil. He's no good. Evil. He's into soft money. And soft money, what it is, people, is when people contribute to your campaign by making commercials for you at millions and millions of dollars saying, oh, supporting George Bush, and they wink at George Bush, wink, wink, and George Bush says, thank you, I'll get you back when I'm president. I'll help you with a favor, I'll help you with investments. Because what all comes down to, George Bush Jr. has a lot of business investors in him. He is an instrument of all these corporations. He's an instrument of all these bad, evil people. They're just giving him money so he can win, so he can help them out later on. So don't vote for the guy. Let's hope he loses. Let's all hope he choked to death on a chicken bone at his dinner with all his kids present. Because he's an evil man and his father's an evil man, and I hope they all rot in hell. George Bush Jr., you sorry scum-sucking shithouse rat. Lying weasel. That's who he is. He only tells people what he wants to hear, but behind his back, he's taking money. Okay, how about this for a funny note? Kathy Lee Gifford leaves the morning show on ABC. Who gives a flying fuck? 92.1 radio station playing Metallica. I don't know what the hell happened to this radio station. I used to love 92.1, but I now like them. But ever since they've been playing Metallica, that pretty much destroyed the whole mentality of what 92.1 first stood for and when Spider Rose was around. Bring them all back. WWF has announced that they are making in the progress right now an Extreme Football League set to air on the TV in February 2001, people. It's called the Extreme X Football League, XFL, and they're calling the NFL the No Fun League. NFL is the No Fun League. And here's the catch about the Extreme Football. They'll have cameras and everybody and every player and every site imaginable in the TV game. There'll be no commercials, and it's going to be extremely more roughhouse. I'd like to see that. Let's all hope it all gets together. Darryl Strawberry was suspended for 1 year for cocaine use. It's his third time that he gets suspended in a 5-year period. He had colon cancer, and I know people who I love very much who have cancer, and I love them, and I always pray for them. And it's good to know that Darryl Strawberry beat his cancer, but he had to ruin his body by doing the awful thing when he had a second chance, and it's pretty bad. Darryl Strawberry, I don't know what's wrong with you. Bill Bradley, I feel sorry for the guy. And every picture I saw Bill Bradley, he seems alone. He seems like he doesn't have his heart there, which he doesn't. And it gets sad that he should have never ran in the first place. And to tell the truth, people, Bill Bradley had a better chance of playing with the New York Knicks now in this season than he did at winning at the presidential race. And am I going on too long? Good for you people, I'm going on. The new Russian president, acting president right now, I should say, he wants reforms of the economy, bureaucracy, judiciary, and government in Russia. All I gotta say, good luck. You ain't gonna get it. Sammy the Bull Gravano, ex-mobster hitman, was charged with running a drug ring in our home state, Arizona, supplying ecstasy to a bunch of people, and they're making $50,000 a week, or I think $500,000. I'm not too sure. Point is, they made a lot of money. And as we all know, Sammy the Bull Gravano was responsible for 19 hits back in the 60s, 70s, and early 80s. And he never went to jail for it because he testified against his own boss, John Gotti, and he was a leader of the Gambino family. And it's a nice story, and The Sopranos tap into that kind of mentality. It's awesome. Okay, let's see what else is going on. Prince Charles visited Jamaica. Visited the estate of Bob Marley's wife, Rita Marley. Her name is Rita Marley. She's the wife of Bob Marley. And they met, and Rita Marley gave Prince Charles of Britain a Rastafarian cap with dreadlocks, and the guy puts it on backwards. Homeboy doesn't know, and Rita Marley says, quote unquote, if my husband was here, he would have burned a spliff. He would have burned a big spliff in front of Prince Charles. Rita Marley, you rock. Trent Reznor, founder of Nine Inch Nails, says about Courtney Love, if she died tomorrow, I wouldn't shed a tear. She's a very evil person. And that's a true quote, people. I'm having little technical difficulties right now with this chair, so I'm going to get back to you hopefully right now. And other than that, the Call Me Crazy Show, we still have a lot to talk about. The Call Me Crazy Show. The Call Me Crazy Show. The Call Me. And here I am once again, people, the Call Me Crazy Show. We're gonna go for some general information. P.O. Box 86233, Tucson, Arizona 85754 6233. And that's where you can write me a letter. I've received letters before. I like it when they write letters because they're awesome. Because it just gives me a look into who they really are, and that makes me feel great because they always have social commentary they always tell me about. And here we go again on another round of a current philosophy of my eyes on life. And here we go, people, here we go. As a matter of fact, it was 2 years ago this week that my show, the Call Me Crazy Show, the pilot, the true pilot, aired out on March 19th. And that was 2 years ago. And if anybody would have told me back in 1998, March 19th, that when that show aired out, that I would have an opinion and a voice among the Tucson general population, I would have said, yeah, right, I'm just starting a new TV show. And basically, I'm just waiting for ABC or MTV to call me up. Nah, I'm just playing. I don't really mean that. Really, I don't really mean that. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, Big Pun, Big Punisher, you know, you all know who he is. He was the first Latino rap artist to make a million albums. He died, and the coroner said he died of an enlarged heart, and he weighed almost 700 pounds. That gives Notorious B.I.G. a run for his money. And besides that point also, and here's the thing, he has a new album coming out in April, and it's called Believe Me. I swear this is what he called it, so it couldn't be called, it's called Yeah, Baby. Jay-Z has been indicted on assault and criminal charges. I hope they find him innocent, but he's one badass. Awesome rapper, I like the way he raps. He has awesome, cool grooves. He knows how to do it. He knows how to all put it down. And he's a pretty good guy. I like that guy. Awesome. Rough Riders and Cash Money coming to Phoenix. And by this time that I have already come. And Eve was on the bill. Juvenile and DMX was on the bill. And they hit Phoenix. I seen Snoop Doggy Dogg and Busta Rhymes and Tribe Called Quest and a couple other rap bands in Phoenix. And all I remember about them, other than me being so intoxicated and I flipped out, is that They all didn't like the heat. Well, that's Phoenix. I like it they don't like the heat. But they like to play here, and that's awesome. I love all those guys. Let's see. Green Day, NoFX, and Long Beach Dub All Stars. As you know, Long Beach Dub All Stars played in Rialto a while back. They'll all be playing on the Warped Tour this summer. Green Day, NoFX, and the original Sublime Band, as we all know, the best band, or one of the better bands to come out in the first early 90s, or maybe middle 90s. Hard to believe we're already in the new millennium, starting off with new albums and new singers, and let's all hope for the best, that honesty and soulfulness will always come through, and no matter what, always believe for what you want to believe in, and don't let anybody get you down for no reason, because it's just bullshit. You are who you are, and you are who you are. Todd McFarlane, you all know who he is. He's the creator of Spawn. Awesome comic. I used to buy the original comics. I still have maybe the first 2 original comics stashed away somewhere. They're awesome comics. Spawn is awesome. I've seen the movie. I didn't care too much for the movie Spawn, the live action. It's pretty good in some part. Could have been darker. Could have been a little more gorier. It should have not relied too much on that little kid. Rely more on the special effects. Let's all hope there's a second part. But other than that, the clown villain was awesome. They should make a movie about him kicking ass all over the place. But anyway, he's also in charge of the Kiss dolls. I don't know if all you toy collectors, I know I'm a toy collector. I haven't bought any of the Kiss figures. I don't have any of the Kiss figures. For all you people who don't know what I'm talking about, the owner of Spawn released these awesome lifelike dolls that look so awesome. They're so cool. They're all macabre and dark. And he released a whole new line. And get this, people, this is what it is. He released not only Kiss, he's releasing Kid Rock, Janis Joplin, and Rob Zombie. And I've seen the pictures. And also he wants to do Jimi Hendrix. I can't believe that he's gonna ask the Jimi Hendrix family if they'll let him do a Jimi Hendrix doll. If they ever do a Jimi Hendrix doll, I think that'll be one of the greatest days in the history of the earth, of the planet, of all mankind. That would be so awesome, a doll of Jimi Hendrix. Because Jimi Hendrix is so influential, he ruled, and it's just so bad for me that he's not around to enjoy all the trappings of all the musical lifestyles that he brought in, ushering a new age of psychedelic music. And here we go, people. Sean McFarlane toy. This is how it looks like. Tell me that's not badass. This is Jason from the Friday the 13th movie series. And it's the original villain, Jason. How about that? Don't that look cool? Sure, it might make little kids violent in school, but that's the whole idea. Little kids nowadays have so much access to so much information. You got the beeper, internet, you got the music videos, all these CDs being sold at you, fashion design wear. It's unbelievable how these little kids carry all these pressures. When I was 11 years old, I never had to worry about anything real big. All I had to worry about was get the big bully down the street who threatened to beat my ass if I wouldn't give any money. Hypothetically, that never happened. But I had instances that were close to that. But I live in a ghetto place, and I won't get into that. But anyway, I wore Wranglers and Kmart clothes, but I survived, and here I am now. And I'm kind of well off, not too well off, but I'm doing good. And this is what it is. If you can tap into this and not be afraid to tap into your impulses concerning movies, well, don't be afraid, buy it. But if it causes you a lot of anguish in school, don't buy it. It's just a drug. Toys are drugs, drugs are toys, and it's all toys. And that's what it is, people, toys. Voila. Tom McFarlane ruled. He lives in Phoenix in a big-ass mansion with a big-ass pool. Why? He loves the weather, he loves the desert, and he loves Mexico. How about that? Ain't that great? And let's go for one more doll.
Alright, who do you want?
I got a long way to go, people. I have to say a lot of words between the time now and then, now and then, now and then. Anyone. Let's go for the top right. We can go with another cool villain that I always loved. He had a sorry ass ending in this movie. I didn't like what the guy is featured right now. Alright. And here it is, people. Freddy Krueger. I know people who collect these. Marty and me and several other people, the infamous Rob2D2, are not the only people who collect these. You got the people who own comic book stores. You got the people who own the toy stores. You got the people who work in the toy stores. You got the people who work in big Walmart and Sam's Club and Kmart places where they work in the toy department and they always get free dibs and all the good stuff. And that's so awesome. And I think it's also rotten that a bunch of dealers get there first and early in the morning and grab all the good stuff. And here it is, a nice good one. A nice clean package of Freddy Krueger, infamous for all brutal Dreamscape murders and the whole 7 movies that he was starred in. I like the first one, I like the 7th one, and since we're at it, we're going to talk about Halloween. I like it that he was never featured around Halloween, never featured on that day. That just made it more scary and knowing that he didn't give a fuck about a certain day in a certain year. He just came out of nowhere. Part 1 rule, Johnny Depp part was pretty cool. I like the part where he blows up in the middle of the bed. That should have been done earlier, but longer. And other than that, I made a Bruce Lee connection to Freddy Krueger. I saw a movie. As a matter of fact, it was Nightmare on Elm Street. I saw Nightmare on Elm Street, the original with Freddy Krueger the villain. And there's this guy, I forgot his name, John Saxon. John Saxon is his name. And he plays the father of the main character who's based Nightmare on Elm Street on, Heather, if I'm right. Is it Heather? Heather. And believe me, the Bruce Lee connection is John Saxon was one of his allies in a Bruce Lee movie. And if you can tell me what Bruce Lee movie that is, I will give you a free prize. You will not believe what I give you. Okay, people, how about that for a quiz for the week? Who wants to win a Call Me Crazy prize? Who wants to win a Call Me Crazy prize? Nightmare on Elm Street movie, starring Freddy Krueger and a man named John Saxon. And John Saxon in the early 70s made a movie with Bruce Lee. If anybody can write me a letter or email me the correct answer, I will make sure they will receive a Call Me Crazy prize. And it's not anything bad. It gets a prize. It gets a little package of informational goodies and a bunch of other cool stuff. My promotional CDs, my solo album, solo shows, the whole bit, the whole media life about me, and plus other stuff, including shirt and other stuff I can't tell you on the air. But if you can tell me what movie John Saxon made, he was in Nightmare on Elm Street. If you can tell me what movie he made, John Saxon with Bruce Lee, you will receive a cool prize. A cool prize. And that's about it for this show right here. And we're gonna, you know what, one more time, we're gonna go for a trilogy part now. Trilogy, people, trilogy. I like this, we're using up airtime. I like it. It's all my informational opinions on everything in life. What I like, what you like. But basically, we're all here for one reason, and that reason is that we all don't know why we're here for that reason. How about that? Okay, the third villain that's infamous, I started in the late 70s, John Carpenter's Halloween. Who can forget Jamie Lee Curtis in the movie, screaming her head off, in the closet, outside, down the house, inside the house, trying to get away. That is the true slasher film. I might think it's indeed the true slasher film of all time, maybe. How about that? The producer, what do you think? True, awesome slasher flick. The best part I like about Michael was when he gets shot in the eye at the end of part 2. I thought that was awesome, and I like the end about Halloween H2O, where Jamie Lee Curtis, that woman that she is, cuts his fucking head off. And that's just great. And I'm sorry I said the F word. And how about for villain number 4?
You are after midnight.
What's that?
You can say any effing thing you want.
You hear that? I'm on after midnight. We're on a rant right now. I'm on a rant. Okay, bring me Psycho number 4. If I'm right, these are all being created by Todd McFarlane, and how about that? Psycho in the dress. Is that not perverse and perverted and deviated? Then I don't, I'm sorry about you deviated, being a deviant, then that's pretty bad. Pretty bad to think about that and kill someone. And Alfred Hitchcock, I think, is the best director of the 20th century. He beats out a lot of competitors, but Alfred Hitchcock is a true director. He knew how to tap into the mode in your brain that hurt, where it doesn't want to pulse or beat. And he tapped into that. I know a lot of people who saw this movie in 1960, and they said it did a number on them. I believe that. That's pretty freaky. 40 years ago, seeing a fucking guy in a dress killing someone, and your mother's dress, that's pretty fucked up. That's freaky. Awesome. Todd McFarlane rule.
We don't have the figure of this, unfortunately.
No Leatherface.
But it is a Todd
figure available in due time. In due time. And just maybe later on tonight we might show a little clip of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, one of my favorite horror movies that ever came out. And for all you people who thought the Blair Witch Project was pretty scary, check out Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It gave me the chills. Here we are one more time. Another good villain, the only good villain that came out of the 90s. The only good villain that came out in the 90s. Scream. Scream. I only have one flaw in this villain. All you people out in TV land, tell me what you think about this. I think I'm a smart guy. I think you're a smart guy. I think you're a smart girl. I think you're all smart people out there in TV land. But don't you think after finally 3 films, this villain had enough clumsiness not to be in the movie? This guy trips over anything. The door, the lamp, the pillow. He clumsy. He always trips. Always falls. He never gets anywhere. He gets it done, but he does it so much. To me, is it a joke that Wes Craven is pulling a number on us? Pretty fucked up. I don't like that. No killer is clumsy. You're intent and you do it. You don't fall. That's so fucked up. Maybe it's a joke. Ha ha. I'm laughing. And I'm going off, I think. How about for the final villain? I have no idea who that is.
That's the Leatherface figure. If you can find one, mail it to us.
Leatherface. Check out Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I guess might show you a clip later on, maybe, right? Maybe 10 minutes I'll show you hopefully a DVD version of Texas Chainsaw Massacre ever on public access. And how about that for your apples? Hopefully there's no worms in your apples, and here we go. Let's see. The singer of the band Morphine died of a heart attack. I had a friend of mine who I used to work with back in '97 who had a CD of Morphine, and he let me borrow it and I had to give it back. And I remember hearing it, and Morphine is not what you think. When you think of Morphine and then you think of a rock band, you would think it's really hard and intense. It's not even like that. It's pretty trippy and it's pretty intense. And he just released an album just after he died, and it gets too bad. It gets too bad that people who record their own music never get to hear it after it's completely done. And I'm so sorry for all my good friend Buddy out there. God bless them all. Carlos Santana's wins big at the Grammy Award. I know the Grammy Awards are overrated. Sure, it might be mainstream, but you know what it is? It's finally verifying Carlos Santana stature with the whole rock icon. He superseded his own expectation, and he lived it all, and he's doing it all. And in winning those Grammy, finally told it to him that he's finally there. And I wish him all the best. And that goes to show he's been one of my influences early when I was a little kid, because that's where I grew up on. And Willie Nelson is one of my influences, and Roy Orbison. I can go off on country. I can go off on old legend. I love Leonard Cohen. I can go off for a long time, people, but that's one day later on, guys, you will be able to hear the whole catalog, all my songs, and one day you'll be able to hear how many songs I have in my entire catalog, Marty. Give me an estimate, Marty. My producer of also all my CDs also.
50? 60?
How many?
60?
60 songs I have one day, you all hear it. But anyways, I'm off the track, beaten track, by the way, and talk about beaten. Carlos Santana, he lives in San Francisco, played at Woodstock, awesome. That guy rocks. I party a lot with his music. You'll not believe how much I did some partying with his music. Late night parties. Whew! Those are the 90s, that was the late 80s. And he's there too, I'm glad he's there. Smashing Pumpkins released a new album called Machina. Machines, the Machines of God. I think it's a pretty lame title. I think he came up with a better title. Saw the video. He should have been trashing his shit a long time ago. Why do it now when you have $18 million worth of equipment? There's no fun in that. No fun at all. But I like his music. I like his music. For all you people out there who's not familiar with Billy Corgan and Company, their band is called Smashing Pumpkins, and they have this awesome album called Gish. That's my favorite Smashing Pumpkins album. Awesome, hard. I know a lot of people dislike his vocal, but if you can take it at face value, it's all part of the music. It's all what makes him special and the whole band. And it's pretty cool. I saw him live at Lollapalooza in 1994 after Beastie Boy concert in Phoenix, and that was one of the greatest nights in my entire life because I was so drunk on vodka, so reefer madness out, and I was on other chemicals I cannot tell you now. But to tell you the truth, I was chemically exploring my entire mind and the musical soundscape. And that lineup, by the way, if I'm going to talk about music, 1994, Smashing Pumpkins, Beastie Boys, The Breeders, Nick Cave, Green Day, Far Side. That was a good Tribe Called Quest. That was a good ass lineup. That's the best lineup I ever seen in my entire life. And I've seen a lot of bands in my entire life. You name them, I've seen them. I've seen my Boss Tones. I've seen Soundgarden. I've seen it all. I've seen them all. I've seen. One day I will give a little segment on all the bands I've seen because I'm always in disguise when I go to these concerts. No one always knows I'm always there, but I've seen a lot of concerts. I saw Jazz Is Dead with a couple of my brothers, and it's awesome. Let's see, we're going to talk about, I saw a movie recently with my girlfriend called Summer of Sam. Okay, people, I showed you my information early in the show. I'll show it again to you right now. Tell me what you think about Summer of Sam. I think it's kind of skeptical and kind of a confusing movie. I think he should have laid more groundwork for the killer. If he's gonna name a movie about Sam, he should really pay attention to the main subject, not veer off. Because basically, what it basically tells me, Spike Lee didn't know whether, when he was living in the 70s in New York and Brooklyn, he didn't know whether he was disco or punk. So basically, he's trying to reaffirm himself that he was all part there. But you know, it's a good movie, but it's pretty whacked out. Tell me what you think about that, Summer of Sam. I like that. Spike Lee joint is pretty good, but pretty disturbing. I seen another movie that I saw was pretty disturbing. I won't talk about that now, but I will talk about it later. Trust me. And hopefully one day I might be able to show you a film clip of this movie I saw last Friday night that was so fucked up, so demented, so mean. I'm afraid to show it on this Call Me Crazy show, but I just might. And Marty, as a producer, I'm going to give him a hand with a movie. I'm going to try to show maybe a couple clips. It begins with a C.
Oh, you can rent it.
Okay, I'm going to rent this movie hopefully in a couple weeks. Put it on my show, and people tell me if this movie is not disturbing or not. and you're gonna think the whole world is kind of shit. And here's the thing, it was filmed 20 years ago in 1980, filmed in 1979, and came out in 80. Demented, fucked up movie. Oh, I want to say congratulations to the Tucson Weekly. They're still reaffirming themselves as a big part of the community by being a political outspoken person for the public, by issuing all the statements about all the facts, about all the politics, all about the issues that concern Tucson, which makes it great. And kudos to them. Even though the original owner sold out to someone else, they're still going to have the same idea, the same philosophy. Never let up. Tucson Weekly, you guys are awesome. You guys have been doing great. You guys have lifted me in there several times. You guys put my pictures in there several times. I cannot thank you guys enough. Marty Cotola will feature on my producer will feature on the Tucson Weekly cover, believe it or not, back in 1990. If I'm right, 1990. So all you people out there, we've been doing public access for a long time, and I'm proud to be a part of this circle, and I'm proud to be a part of all you guys, and I hope you guys are staying tuned. We have a long way to go, people.
And Ray is the producer. I'm just the editor.
Okay, how about that? I'm the producer, and he's the editor.
Just for technical reasons.
And I'd like to thank everybody who made this possible. Okay, I saw Steven Spielberg Saving Private Ryan a couple weeks ago. I was very tired, but I stayed up to watch it. Disturbing movie. The first 20-25 minutes of that movie, awesome. Blew me away that Steven Spielberg tapped into this violent mode to war, which is cool because I think war sucks. I don't think war should not be around, but unfortunately it happened. And Steven Spielberg only wants to tap into that for us future generation can tap into that and make sure that it never happens ever again. And I saw a lot of parts where there was needless, senseless death. But you know what? I read a lot of books about Vietnam veterans' perspective and World War II perspective. I read Korean vet nurses' perspective. I read nuns' perspective in El Salvador during the Civil War. I know it all, and it's all senseless, and they all die for a reason. It's either for political reason, which is half the time, and most of the time, people, it's religious reasons. There's a religious factor concerning war. Almost 85%, almost 100% of all wars in the whole world has been concerning religion. There's only been several instances where it's not concerning religion. It's about land, but the land always goes back to religion. So religion and war, it all ties in senseless death. Death and death and death, and it all doesn't make any sense to me because it's all so rampant, it's all around, and it all just makes me think about those two kids who went all crazy at Columbine not even a year ago, and it gives me the chills to think that they actually went and did that. Those two sorry ass, no good for fucking nothing, beat ass, shithouse rat. I hope they're fucking getting butt fucked by Satan himself. How about that, people? I hope Trey Parker from South Park is here. And people, I'm having technical difficulties right now, and I'm going off for a long time. I guess might have a little break right here. I'm gonna go off on one more subject. Here's a little factoid I have. For each 7 inmates executed since 1976, 1 awaiting execution has been exonerated. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? Crazy. Crazy. Call me crazy. Crazy, crazy. How about this on a little factoid on that same kind of page? Is 4 million Americans in the U.S. alone are either on probation or parole. And then everybody wonder why the justice system doesn't work. It is overworked, overcased, it's so much, it gets all pretty much nonsense. You gotta take away some of that work that shouldn't be persecuted for. And we all know out there in TV land, we all know what crimes that you all now get arrested for or whatnot, you get persecuted for it, but we all know it should be good, and we all know it should be right for all of us. You know, everyone should determine what's right. Everyone should know who should determine what's right from wrong for each other. You know, I know what's right and wrong. You know, I know who I want to protect, and I know who I want to protect also, and other things. no matter what I'm doing, either if it's working or doing whatever I'm doing, like my TV show. So here I am in an undisclosed location, the Call Me Crazy Show, and I'm going to give you a little bit of information. The Call Me Crazy Show one more time. The Call Me Crazy Show, P.O. Box 86233, Tucson, Arizona, 85754-6233. And I'm rambling. And I'm a rambling man. Rambling. Okay. How about this? Here's a true story. The head of the Secret Service, the Swiss stands for Switzerland. The Swiss Secret Service has been suspended for creating a secret army, and that's the head, the general chief, the guy who controls the whole bureau, basically, of the Secret Service of Swiss, has been suspended for creating a secret army. A secret army? What? Is he reliving a James Bond movie? Is that what it is? Is there people out there who are reliving James Bond movie? I think Gaddafi and Hussein are convinced that they're in a James Bond movie, and the only thing that they won't go out and rule the world right now or push the nuclear button because they think James Bond is a real person and they're going to go after them. That's what I think. Okay, yesterday scientists have discovered fossils of what could be the largest meat-eating dinosaur ever to walk the earth. More terrifying than a T-Rex. You know, at the rate we're going, eventually we're going to find a T-Rex that's so huge and so big that 100 years from now we didn't know shit from Shinola. And I'll give that line to Steve Martin from The Jerk. We didn't know shit from Shinola. Can you believe that? We found a woolly mammoth in a perfect condition, and there's a TV program coming out tomorrow night, or maybe later on this week, the 17th. It's called Bringing Up the Big One or whatever. I don't know what the hell it is, but it's Bringing Up the Woolly Mammoth. And off that subject, we're going to go off of Scientology stuff like that, because I'm not into the Scientology. A lot of people confuse scientists and Scientology as the same thing. It's not like that, people. Okay, true story. In the Midwest, a firefighter killed his wife with a 12-gauge shotgun in the kitchen, burns the house down, calls the fire department. The fire department comes to the scene of the fire, approach the house, and the killer of the wife comes out, ambush several officers and firefighters, end up killing 2 firefighters and a sheriff police department lady. So all in all, he killed 4 people and they shot him, but the guy survived, the killer of the wife and the 2 firefighters and the sheriff department lady survived, and he pleaded guilty, so he's gonna get the death sentence. And how about that, people? That's good. That's pretty mean that he did that evil son of a bitch. I hope he rots in hell. He will have his day in judgment. Okay, people, how about this for a higher note, on a money note? Excuse me. We now have the new golden dollar in circulation. I myself had not seen it. I've seen people with buttons on their shirts holding the new dollar sign, the new golden dollar. But hopefully I'll be able to get one soon. Walmart was the only distributor lately who's been able to give out the golden dollar, and it has a picture of a Native American woman. I cannot pronounce her name, but it begins with an S and ends with an A. Very difficult name to pronounce. I'll soon learn several days from now when I go back to my resources. And until then, I hope you see them. I think they're neat, they're awesome, they're cool. It's awesome that they're real gold in them. I heard that they're like 1.88 millimeter real gold. So that's real good. So that's real good. The banks will be supplying them pretty soon at the end of March, throughout the end of March, early April. Okay, okay, how about this, people? I've been to San Francisco with my girlfriend, my woman. I love her very much, and we went up there for 2 weeks last summer, and we lived up there for 2 weeks, and we stayed up at her grandma's house, and she let us stay in the basement, and the basement was pretty much a house, and it was awesome, and it was like we were on our own. in San Francisco, and we lived that life for 2 weeks. And we went on Haight-Ashbury. We did the thing. We had a good time. Had a couple beers. We lived the life. We were there till 3 in the morning, 3:30 in the morning on Haight-Ashbury, having an awesome time. 1999, July 4th, happening. People, San Francisco is happening. Don't let anybody tell you it's a rotten city. It's what the thing is about it is expression, artistic expression, because that's what a lot of famous people live. It's not about who you are, but what you want to put out. It's not what your feelings are. It's what product you want to put out. And I love that city. And we saw Jamiroquai up there, and we saw Jamiroquai on Fisherman's Wharf, and they were pretty fucking bad. We were kind of far, but awesome. But the point is that we went to San Jose also. We went to a couple cities up there. We went to San Jose. It's pretty busy too, just like San Francisco. But 2 weeks ago, there was a road rage incident concerning a woman and her dog. Apparently this woman and her dog cut Okay, people, late breaking news, I'll tell you in a minute.
Yeah, go ahead and finish your story.
Late breaking news, but there was a road rage killing incident that happened in San Jose. Very inhumane shit that happened, an act of, I can't even describe, why I will attempt to describe what happened. This woman and her dog were in the car going back home to San Jose in the suburbs, and apparently by accident, I don't know what happened, but they apparently cut some guy off at the helm of another car, and there was a traffic stop, and the point is that there was a little altercation because the guy in the car that got cut off or whatnot got out of the car and started talking back to the lady and beating, trying to beat her, trying to get her through the window. You know, he got out of his own car and went to the woman's car at a traffic stop and tried to beat her, and so he couldn't, in his attempt to grab the woman, he couldn't do it, and it was a busy street, and so what he did, how about this for cruelty, for fucking cruelty. He reached in the back seat and grabbed the dog, it was like a 2-year-old dog, grabbed the dog, pulled it out through the window, and tossed it into incoming traffic that got run through by 3 cars simultaneously. Killed the dog instantly. The guy laughed, got back in the car, drove off, and the woman was left there with no dog, with a dead body in the middle of the road, and everybody wondering what the fuck happened. And as of today, they finally got a sketch of the suspect, and it turns out a lot of people saw that altercation, but they didn't think anything of it until people started reporting it in the media. And I hope they catch that fucker and give him 20 fucking years, because that's fucking rotten. You fucking ass old piece of shit. You don't grab a dog and put it in traffic, throw it in traffic. I have tried, in my life, I had attempted to try to save dogs that were caught in traffic, and unfortunately, I failed. Last year, as a matter of fact, me and my girlfriend were coming down Valencia at the end of a long road, and off a little state highway, and there was this dog, looked like a total, a retriever, and it was running down the side of the road, and weaving in and out of traffic, and traffic was pretty heavy. And me and my girlfriend, we had 2 beautiful dogs. They're so big, we love them, they love us, I love them. But we're total dog lover of animals, and we got down, pulled off to the road, and my girlfriend stayed behind at the wheel at the car so she could stay with the car, and I got down and I ran, and I ended up picking up some rocks, and I threw the rocks down the road and got the dog off the road. And I finally got the dog off the road because the dog was about to get hit several times. So he finally moved off the road, and I'm running up to the dog, and out the peripheral vision that I have, I can see it like a neighbor, some guy running down the street. Like earlier he attempted to try to get the dog, and right when I got to him, guys, out there in TV land, how about this for cruelty? Just right when I got to him, he darted back. I'm trying to save this dog. He thinks I'm playing with him. It's night, all these headlights, and he darts back into traffic. And he darts back into traffic, maybe being like 3-year-old dog. He darts back into the traffic in this blazer, big ass blazer. Never attempted to brake, never attempted to do anything, just slammed to the side of the body of the dog. And I was there, I saw it happen, I heard the thump, the skid, and it must have taken at least 25 feet. Taken 25 feet, and I ran up to it, and I was running, and after this blazer, there was another car, and I'm still trying to go see if I can go get the dog, and this other car runs him over and runs over his neck. And by that time, this neighbor that was coming by and my girlfriend were already telling traffic to stop, and they stopped, and I got down in the road and I picked up the dog and I dragged him. And when I dragged him to the side of the road, and I'm looking at him like, I felt so bad for him because he didn't even know what happened. He was just trying to have a good time, and that just kills me. That was senseless. And that stupid motherfucker in San Jose who pulled the dog out of that car, that woman's car, into oncoming traffic. I hate that guy. I hope he choked to death on a fucking steak bone. I hope it lodges in his throat. Okay, how about enough of that? Whew. I have a long way to go, people, a long way. China, the Chinese government warned the U.S. government today not to give aid to Taiwan because the Chinese government, that would be like we're aiding their enemy and that would be their ally. And basically what's going on in the world politics, everything is on the brink. Tension is high everywhere. People don't know it yet. It is high everywhere. This red alert every place. Why else do you think we have so many UN peacekeepers, so many soldiers out there, and all kudos to every single woman and man who's a US soldier, who served, who live and die for this country. I love you all. You guys did a lot for us, and I appreciate everything you've done for us. And I hope all you people out there in TV land appreciate all our veterans. Because I'm not trying to say I'm rich or nothing, but when I do have money, I try to give out to those people too. And I know what they've all been through. And I support Walmart and trying to get the World War II Memorial because they're up there too. They died too. If you don't believe me, watch Saving Private Ryan. Okay. Tension runs high everywhere. Think about it, people. How about it, Saddam Hussein? What the Gaddafi guy name? The guy from Libya, Omar Gaddafi. How about Gaddafi Hussein? Milo Slavic from Serb. Where did they got all this money together with the terrorist organization and say, you know what? Let's just go all out. Let's just pull all our money together. We'll get all these countries' resources together, form an alliance under secrecy, and just blow these fuckers up. Because to the whole world, we're known as the Great Satan. And you know what, people? I heard John McCain say 2 days ago when he suspended his campaign, he said, we are living in the greatest nation in the history of mankind, and that is the best line I ever heard any presidential candidate say. That is up there with me, with Abraham Lincoln. To me, Abraham Lincoln was indeed the only true president. He supported the Civil War. He was on the right side. He did good, and he got killed for doing the right thing. And to me, that's the best president ever. Don't tell me anybody about George Washington. Don't tell me about Thomas Jefferson. You know, he owned slaves, but he liked to sleep with them. What kind of fucking double standard bullshit is that? No wonder the fucking whole country's fucked up. The whole country was looking at that, yeah, the president owned slaves, but he fucked with them. It's not a secret, we all know. And this is back in 1798. What? It's almost 200 years later, and Monica Lewinsky says, quote unquote, if any decent woman was in my shoes in the room with Bill Clinton for 5 minutes, that they would have done the same thing I did. I don't think so. You're just a horny little bitch, and you thought it would be a cool ass game, and it's your own fault for telling the whole world about it. It's your own fault. And you know what? It was even crazier. Monica Lewinsky has a whole $1 million. And on top of that, here's a joke. Nike endorsed Monica Lewinsky for knee pads. How about that? Dan Marino tomorrow will announce his retirement. Tomorrow, March 12th. Dan Marino possibly is one of the best quarterbacks of all time. Definitely to me up in the top 3. Dan Marino and Miami Dolphins. He did a lot for them. But it's just that he never had a decent team. The last decent team that he had was 1985 against the 49ers at the Super Bowl when he had Mark Clayton and someone else. Mark Clayton and some other receiver. They were bomb hot, but you can't beat Joe Montana. But unfortunately, Dan Marino is calling it quits, and he set a record for in his 17-year career in the NFL. He said, "How about this for a triple-digit number that has a lot of special meaning to a lot of people in different circles? 420 touchdowns." And Dan Marino, that is fucking awesome. Dan Marino, I'm sorry, but Joe Montana is just, I think to me, that Joe Montana is the best quarterback who ever lived. I saw that guy do some final drives on TV when I was a young kid, and that guy had a lot of magic behind him and a good-ass team. I'm so glad I saw Joe Montana and Michael Jordan play, because I'll be able to tell my sons and my grandsons and all, my whole extended family down the generations, I was allowed to be able to see that. Okay, Ray Lewis, you all know, was charged with assault and murder charges. He's pleaded innocent, so he's still in incarceration. He's up for trial in May. That's 3 months away, people. He's pleaded innocent, and people still think he's guilty, including the judge, so he's still behind bars. And it's kind of messed up because, well, you're in an entourage so big, like you have NFL players who are so big, they have 12 people, 13 people hanging with them, including the high-priced call girls and drug dealers. You know, you're running with a bad crowd that they don't give a fuck about anything. Supposedly that he was about to get robbed and someone tried to protect him, but we won't know the story about that yet. But I'll keep you covered on that, because I hope he's innocent, because he's a good guy and I know he's a good guy. Okay, people, if anybody sees the movie Mission to Mars, let me know. I want to see that movie. I love that movie. I've been wanting to see it for a long time. I'm not saying I love that movie. From what I've seen the previews, it seemed like I'm going to love it, but I want to let people know, let people let me know what they think about me. Write me at my website address or at my letter address, and let me know what you think about Mission to Mars. Tim Robinson's in that movie. I don't know about that guy anymore. He's into action-packed movie now? Just tell me what you think.
Howard the Duck.
Okay. Charlie Brown is over. I can't believe it's all pretty much over. I'm just glad he made it into the new millennium, because you know what? It's all pretty decent artwork he did, and it's all pretty touching, because basically what all revolves around a special circle of friends, no matter what their taste, no matter how dirty they are, no matter how annoying, no matter how lying they are, or no matter how fantastical they were, basically you still love them all. And it made me feel sad to know that Charlie Brown and Snoopy don't have that background anymore. And I hope they don't continue anymore, because he was the true author behind it, Charles, right?
It was part of his contract not to have anybody else do it.
No more Charlie Brown. Stop there. Okay. Who Wants to Marry a Millionaire? I saw that show a couple weeks ago. I think that's the most lamest fucking thing I ever saw in my entire life.
Did you hear about the millionaire doing stand-up comedy in Tempe?
You know what, people? I have a technical difficulty, people. I'll get back to you right now. I'm very sorry. Call me crazy. Well, people, you just saw that little segment on Rockwell. He's a fucking idiot. That guy's not even real. Did you hear what he said? You ever had that person who pushes your button and you said, I'm gonna kill you? Nope. I never heard of a person telling me that. You're pretty much fucked up, and pretty much, you know what's pretty crazy? Only here in Arizona and Call Me Crazy Show you're gonna learn about this. That guy will be playing at, let's see, at the Improv tonight in Tempe on University Drive and Rural World. And how about the Call Me Crazy? You heard it first, and here it says in the paper, a little vote. How about the for a little nonsense? Who wants to laugh with the millionaire? Who wants to laugh with the millionaire? Hey, who wants to remarry a millionaire? And basically anybody who goes to go see this guy, anybody who goes pays money to go see this guy perform stand-up comedy is a loser in my book, because this guy is nonsense. That whole show was pretty much nonsense. That should have never been around because it's giving wrong value, wrong priority to the wrong sets of people that you don't need to be alienating them with this fucking high class, high fashion, high media bullshit where the whole world is watching. As a matter of fact, only 2 million people only tuned in to a recent presidential race debate. On that same night, 22 million people tuned in for Who Wants to Marry a Millionaire. And unfortunately, I am guilty of that because I was there at home doing my extracurricular activities, having a good time, eating away, having dinner, just chilling out, and I saw the whole goddamn thing. And I sat there in disbelief knowing that this thing was actually live, being carried out, and they just told me that the civilization of American media has come down to a point where it's all about money, 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 money. And that's pretty much the way it is going to be now, because pretty much when you're 4 years old, or 3 years old, or 2 years old, or 8 years old, or 10 years old, or 48 years old, or 64 years old, or 10 years old, or no matter, or 28 years old, 26, 24, 23, 50, it all comes down to that we all basically got to take care of each other for better or for worse. And how about that? I'm going on for a long time, but that guy, Rick Rockwell, he's so full of it. God, it's sick to think that he was out there, probably up there, just groveling at all these women. You know, yeah, he liked it. Of course he's gonna like. He's a guy, and sure, there's 50 women parading themselves around. Perfect, right? For something else better to do. You know, and what a loser. That night he didn't even do anything with her, let alone kiss. That kiss they did on live TV was the only kiss they did that night. They didn't do anything else because she came on Larry King Live 2 nights ago and said what happened. They slept in separate rooms and nothing else happened that night because there was no chemistry. She knew right away on the TV show when she walked up to him and touched his hand and gave him that little peck, it was pretty much over. What a dumb bitch. Why don't you just run around, make it seem and say, well, I don't take the $1 million. Just give me the goddamn Suzuki Samurai Jeep and my $50,000. You know, and that was a bang. But anyway, there was this recent website, clublove.com. Believe it or not, this is what I'm reading off my informational resources, that they offer her, Conger, that woman, that dumbass woman. I'm not saying women are dumb. She's a dumbass woman that they give her $1 million and she just strip nudes for them. And I think that's pretty hilarious because it all comes down to, it's all sex, internet, and the whole world coming down to all. They say 150 million of us are on the internet. They say in 5 years there'll be 1 billion of us on the internet. And what I want to know, what happens when 1 billion people at the same moment, at the same time, in the same day, press the same button, thinking the same thoughts? Then what happens then? That we're all being fed the same corporate bullshit by one particular big enterprise. How about that? How about we all just ate the same thing, all wore the same clothes, all saw the same movies, all saw the same music, and it would be no fun. And that's what's going to happen because that's what dictatorship is all about. The government controlling every aspect of your life to a point where total violence as a result of you not obeying their orders. And that's dictatorship, and there's been so many of them out there. It all leads up to evil, 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 evil in the world. And I just can't comprehend evil. Sure, I was a little kid and I had evil thoughts, but we all were little kids. We didn't know how to think. We didn't act on those evil thoughts, you know. But later on, we realized that they were bad thoughts. And if you can't comprehend that when you're 6 years old and you carry a gun and you blow a little girl away, to me, that's the breakdown of human civilization as we know it. Because imagine that 10, 15 years from now, we'll hear about little daycare centers shooting. And that's how young they're going to get. And God forbid that ever happens. But you know what? I can't even predict anymore what's going to happen. All I'm going to say, gasoline prices have soared. But that's all I'm going to say. You know what I'm going to say too? I'm going to predict that the new millennium is going to be a return of the 70 oil prices war. How about that? How about that for prediction? And Who Wants to Marry a Millionaire, Rick Rockwell, I hope you rot in hell. You slimy little scum-sucking rat house weasel with no brain, pulsating with little legs, just waiting for the next victim, and you fooled us all on live TV, you fucking idiot. Asshole. No wonder she didn't like you. You're ugly. Ugh. Anyway, we're gonna talk about X-Men right now. I saw a trailer earlier of the X-Men movie coming out July 14th this summer. You heard about it here first on Call Me Crazy. And here I am about to tell you that from what I've seen of the trailer, X-Men looks pretty cool. Tell me what you think. I'm gonna put it on and I'm off to go do a little technical difficulty in my undisclosed location. The Call Me Crazy show. Okay, people, what you just saw was an X-Men movie trailer. You saw it here first on the Call Me Crazy show, and you saw it here. And can you believe it? It's the X-Men movie finally brought to this silver screen. Brought to you by Patrick Stewart of Star Trek: The New Generation, Halle Berry of Bulworth, and some other movie with Eddie Murphy. Oh, she was Sharon Stone in The Flintstones. She's a nice looking, awesome babe. And you know what? I forgot to tell you that late breaking news earlier, but I'll tell you later right now. Did you see the end of the clip? I might be able to play for you later on, but might not be able to. But at the end of the clip, you see Wolverine apparently. There's the final 3 scenes of the little trailer, like rapid. He's swinging off the Statue of Liberty Firethorn off the top, around, lands, lands, opens a razor sharp, his blades, as we all know, is his body, his bones and Wolverine's body are made of metal. That's all all his metal razor blades come out. He only comes out when he needs to be aggressive or he's angered. And basically, he gets that furry thing, Incredible Hulk. And that's what it's all about. And Incredible Hulk to me, I think might beat it out, but I love both of them because I collect both of them, including Spider-Man figures, Wolverine, and Incredible Hulk figures, including Star Wars, and that's about it. I don't collect anything else. If it's not in that category, people, I won't collect it, but you name it, I have it all. I might be conceited, but it might be too much, but I know I have it, and it's all put away somewhere nice and neat, tucked away, for future generations to play with. But you know what? That movie looks fucking awesome. Patrick Stewart might lend us some credibility to the X-Men movie. I don't know. I'll be there the first day to see it. As you all know, me and Marty and Rock2D2 were on the news for so many days afterwards because we were there at the premiere, getting the tickets of The Phantom Menace, and we were there and we had the video clips to show it. And we lived it, and that's how much we love everything we do. And basically, I hope X-Men works because Halle Berry is in there, and she had white eyes, and a good-looking girl like her is pretty awesome. And let's hope this movie rocks. And how about this, people out there, all you Star Wars fans out there who are kind of disappointed with the Phantom Menace, but still like it anyway? I'm with you, but I like it more than I hate it. A lot of people hated it, but they were true Star Wars fans. How about that, people? But anyway, how about this for a Phantom Menace crossover to X-Men? Ray Park, the guy who played Darth Maul, is in the X-Men movie playing one of the villains. And I think it's bad. And you know what? I think that might be it. And hopefully right now we'll find out in 2 minutes. There'll be a surprise thing at the end, a surprise segment at the end of the show. Thank you very much. Call me crazy. Final information, call me crazy. Yeah, call me crazy. Right to the Call Me Crazy Show, P.O. Box 86233, Tucson, Arizona 85754, 6233. Email at pondocp@aol.com, http://members.aol.com/pondoscp/pondo.cp HTML, and I feel like the guy from the old 80s commercial, the FedEx commercial, who always thought, and that's the way I feel right now. But there you go, folks. And thank you for Tucson, Arizona, for supporting me. I love all you guys. You guys have been great. I'd like to thank everybody else. I'd like to thank Marty, my editor. I'd like to thank Diana, Anna, my woman, who I love very much. I'd like to thank my mom and dad, all my family, my friends. I'd like to thank the ZBT house, who I love very much. ZBT, to all my brother. And I'd like to give a thanks to Robert Gonzalez, the infamous R2D2, and Chris Duncan. And to all the very happy people out there in Tucson, Arizona, I hope y'all stay safe, be cool, and stay tuned for the new Call Me Crazy show. And just maybe we might have some musical talent coming up soon, but we won't find out until the next time this show airs out. And to all you people out there in TV land, we've been on a wild, crazy ride, but it's not the end of it. You have not seen the light at the end of the tunnel, and we might get show next week, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Okay, people, I'm out of here. I'm on a schedule. I work hard. I'm out of here. I don't know what else to say. On a final note, early in the program, I promised you viewers that you guys will see a clip of one of my favorite horror movies ever made. And like I said earlier, if you thought the Blair Witch Project was pretty scary, and I thought it was pretty scary, people. Scary, creepy, spooky. I like to think of it as the cycle of the new millennium, which is fucking kick ass, because the occult is real, the supernatural is real, the X-Files is real. But anyway, here's one of my favorite clips. One of my favorite horror movies of all time up there, and my top maybe 4 or 3 is up there next to a Henry serial of a portrait of a serial killer, Henry. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I might just go with Dead Alive, a foreign movie made from New Zealand, made in the early 90s. That just rocked my world. But until then, check out this clip of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Leatherface rule, but I don't like violence. How about that, people? Texas Chainsaw Massacre.